Hi everybody, just setting up my camera. I have a really sophisticated setup where I put my camera on my office organizer on top of a box of tissues in front of the window with the natural light. It's very sophisticated, so I hope you all enjoy it. So anyway, happy Friday, happy 4th of July weekend. Today we're going to talk about some ways to use Facebook's free fundraising tools to drive donations to your nonprofit. I do have a special public service announcement. My book is here. You can't see it because it's backwards in the video. It's here. Go to my website, jcsocialmarketing.com/book, and find out about it, get it. If you do have it, I really want to ask you to write me a review on Amazon. My publisher is kind of, I don't want to say, on my back. My publisher's on my back about it to get reviews. So please review it. Hopefully you'll give it 5 stars, and that does help Amazon's crazy algorithm. So without further ado, let's just, dive right in. So Facebook just announced that it has 2 billion active users. Love it or hate it, loathe it or actually worship it. It has 2 billion active users. So that's something that you can't really, shake a stick at. Also, 450 million users are actively connected to nonprofit Facebook pages. 450 million users are connected to nonprofit Facebook pages. That's incredible. So there are ways that you can use Facebook's free tools, which they've created a whole suite of free fundraising tools. So we're just going to touch on them today. There really are 4 main ways to use these tools. The first way is to collect donations when people visit your page. You can collect donations also, number 2, from your Facebook posts. Number 3, you can add a donate button to your ads. And also you can, 3A, you can add a donate button to your Facebook Lives now. 4, you can enable people to set up fundraisers for your organization. So the first thing that you need to know are how can you collect donations that are not within Facebook. So you have a great donate page, you've got a great video, you've got everything set up. You want to direct people to an outside website. So that's number 1. What are the tools where you can send people to an outside website to get donations? So there are page donate buttons. When people visit your page, you can put a donate button on your page header, your cover page, and then they click on that and they can go directly to your donate page on your website. You can add a donate button to your advertisements, your social media ads through Facebook, and that button, it'll say donate, and people can click on it and they can actually go directly to the website of your choice. So you don't have to set up those payments via Facebook, but you do need to know that to use all of these tools, you have to be a verified 501c3 nonprofit with Facebook. You have to send them your IRS letter. You got to jump through a few hoops. It's pretty easy. And when you're a verified 501c3 US-based nonprofit, which I'm sure is going to be changing. I'm sure they're going to be expanding soon. Once you've become a verified nonprofit, then you can sign up for all of these tools. But you don't have to collect donations within Facebook. There are pros and there are cons. We can talk about some of those today, but I was just going to review quickly the tools that you can use, that you should be using, however you want to use them. So page donate button and post donate button, a donate button within your ads. There are also many ways, a couple of ways, to collect donations directly within Facebook. So this is, you're asking for money. People don't even have to leave Facebook to make a donation. So let's talk about the pros and cons, right? So say you have a fantastic donate page, you use Blackbot or Donor Perfect or CrowdRise or CauseVox or Classy or whatever you use to collect your donations on your website. Maybe it's PayPal. You want to direct people to your website. That's fantastic. You can do that. But think about that. So you're asking me for a donation. You hopefully have a good reason to be asking me for a donation. That's a whole nother, messaging is an entirely different Facebook Live subject. And I did, write a book on how to use stories to raise money with social media, but You've got my attention. I'm clicking the donate button. Now I'm going to a different website. I have to fill out a gigantic form with all of my information. I have to take out my credit card and enter my credit card number. It's a lot of steps that you're asking people to do. If you're convinced people are going to do it, then by all means. But I would also really experiment with part 2 of this video, what I'm going to talk about, how to get donations within Facebook. Because think about that. I'm so excited. I saw your video. I'm thinking, oh my God, I really have to donate right now. I just click donate. I click an amount and it's connected to my credit card that I already have registered within Facebook. I don't have to fill out a form because Facebook obviously knows my information. And I just click donate and I'm done. And I'm right back into Facebook. I don't even skip a beat. So there are pros and cons to setting up both things, but I would encourage you definitely to think about using Facebook's donate tools that they have for nonprofits where you can collect donations right within the site. Because it just, first of all, it makes things easier for users. At the end of the day, it's not about you. It's not about your nonprofit and how you like to do things. It's about how your donors like to do things. And if your donors are on Facebook, they're probably not going to click away and spend 20 minutes filling out an incredibly long form. Okay, it's very hot in my office. I have my Sparkle, Claire's Boutique lemonade thing. Okay, so tools to collect donations directly within Facebook. Page donate button. That's the same button that you put on your page header, but it just goes to a little form that's within Facebook. Post donate button. You can add that donate button to all your page posts. They can donate without leaving Facebook. Also, let's see, live video donate button. This one is super exciting. So actually I was going to set it up for this video and I didn't because I just didn't think of it and it's been kind of a crazy day. But next time I will actually set it up so there'll be a little donate button. When you are viewing the video, you can click on the donate button and it will donate to a charity of my choice. So pages can do this and profiles can do this, which is really amazing. So if you are inspired on your personal profile and you want to raise money for something and do like a little telethon with all your friends, you definitely can do that. Or if your page, your nonprofit page, wants to do a live video where you raise money for your organization, kind of like a telethon, you can have a donate button within your live video. It's truly awesome. And I think that's the future of where fundraising is absolutely going. So to learn more about that, I can certainly send you instructions on how to do that, but I would just Google or look in the Facebook help section, add donate button to a live video. The great thing about it is people are able to see in real time how much money has been raised. I think that's fantastic. Friends and fans can donate directly to the video. It's just, there's so many great ways to use it. So make a plan for exploring how to put the donate button on your next Facebook Live video, because it's something that not a lot of organizations are doing, even though more organizations are experimenting with Facebook Live. Not a lot of organizations are putting that donate button within their video, and I think it's a missed opportunity because you have the attention of people. Maybe your intention is not to get people to donate, but I think it's kind of a missed opportunity if you have eyeballs on your cause and people are paying attention to not give them that option, right? So there's another really, really important way that I really encourage all of you to learn more about: fundraisers on Facebook. So let's review what we talked about. First, we talked about ways you can add the donate button to your page and your posts to send people outside of Facebook to your website. I would never send them to the main page of your website. I would always send them to a landing page and the donate page. They click donate, please send them to a page where they can enter their credit card number. Don't send them to the get involved. Don't send them to a place where they can write a check. Don't send them anywhere. Send them to the place where they can make a donation. Then number two, the second features that we were talking about, the second group of features, were being able to donate to an organization directly within Facebook. And there's many, many ways. There's three main ways organizations can do that, just to review. One is the donate button in the header. The second is through page posts and ad posts. And then the third is the donate button live within on Facebook Live. So I encourage you to figure out which is going to work best for you. Maybe test some out and see which works best for your particular organization. So the third main feature that's completely free, of course there are fees involved with all of these, but just like anything else, I mean, you pay a fee to the credit card processor. So nothing is, 100% free in this world, but there are fees involved with doing both of these, but they're pretty competitive compared to things like Network for Good and Just Giving and Blackbot and things like that. So the third grouping of features, it's called fundraisers on Facebook. And these are where people can set up kind of mini GoFundMe pages within Facebook. So think Kickstarter, think Indiegogo, think GoFundMe. I say I want to donate my birthday and raise $4,000 for Planned Parenthood. And I set up a little mini fundraising campaign. Only profiles can do this. Pages cannot do this. So you do have to enlist your supporters to do this for you. Your official nonprofit Facebook page cannot set up a fundraiser at this time. And I'm not sure that they want nonprofits to do this because people really prefer to give to other people. People prefer to be asked by their friends and family than an organization. And Facebook is all about friends and family, not about business pages, not about nonprofits, not about our agendas. It's really about connecting people with friends and family. So if a friend or a family member or colleague is raising money, they want you to know about it and they want to promote that much more than if your organization decides to raise money. So people can set up these fundraisers. They're fantastic. So they do work like little GoFundMe pages. You can put a video, you can put stories, you can put updates. You can, there's a little thermometer that says how far you are towards your goal. People can be anonymous if they donate or they can put their name. And then every update to the fundraiser specifically lives on the fundraising page. So this is also good because you're not cluttering up your nonprofit Facebook page with a lot of extraneous updates from all of these different people that may or may not be fundraising for you. So think about that. Say you are having a walkathon and everyone that's walking has to raise $5,000 and you decide that you're going to use Facebook fundraisers to do that. Then people could set up their individual Facebook fundraising events. It works kind of like a Facebook event, and update people within the event. And only their friends and only their family and only people that sign up to get updates from that particular event are going to hear from it. So it does not clutter up your whole nonprofit Facebook page or your feed. You're not going to hear everything they're saying. They're not going to hear everything you're saying, that kind of thing. So don't worry about that. But encourage people, if you have those fundraisers, those people setting up those lemonade stands or people that are doing a fashion show or however people are raising money for you, you've got those people, those community fundraisers. Encourage them to explore using Facebook as a way to be raising this money. They also can do a live video within their fundraiser and put the donate button on it. So if they have a fundraiser and it runs for a week and it's the last day of the fundraiser, they can go live in the fundraiser and say, hey everybody, it's the last day of the fundraiser. It's the last 24 hours. I'm so excited. Let's get these donations up. And they can try to raise money live, just like that now. And I think that is a really, really huge opportunity. So the donate button can actually be added to any personal post. So this is my number 4 way that you can raise money on Facebook. You do have to enlist your supporters to do this. So say your supporters not ready to set up a whole big fundraising event with a goal and a timeline and I want to raise $5,000 by this date, and they're just not ready to really set that up and manage it, but they want to do a one-time maybe fundraiser for you. They can put a donate button inside their personal post. So you may have seen this on Facebook before. I see it a lot because I talk about nonprofits and donating and fundraising a lot. So type in to your status update box. Just test it. Test it right now. You might be on your phone right now, so you probably can't. But make a note. Test in the what's on your mind thing where Facebook asks you, to write your status update. Write something about donating or giving or nonprofits, or mention or tag a nonprofit in your status update, and Facebook will automatically prompt you and say, do you want to put a donate button on this status update? So you can do a one-time fundraising ask via a personal status update. Say that something happens in the news that gets you really angry, and you're like me, and every single day you don't even know where to look or what to think or what to do, and you feel really helpless with all this anger that you have. You could say, okay, I'm going to raise 500 quick dollars for the ACLU or some other organization right now. Donate while it's hot, while people are talking about it, while people are thinking about it. So these tools are really designed to get people where they are and where they're at. And where they are is on Facebook if you look at the 2 billion users. So play around with that and experiment with that, and type, the word nonprofit, type the word donate into your status update, and, kind of see what happens. So I did want to reiterate that you do need to be verified by Facebook to use any of these. You have to raise money on Facebook, you have to link your GuideStar account because it's guidestar.org. Facebook pulls a lot of information when it's vetting the nonprofits from GuideStar. Also, side note, it's really important to just have a GuideStar account anyway. GuideStar is looked at as one of the most respected sort of, not charity vetters, but charity repositories, charity databases in the world. And it's very important for you to see what you have up there. I mean, they pull your information. If you're a registered 501c3 with the IRS, you have a profile on GuideStar, whether you like it or not. See what they are saying about you. If it's not updated, if you have no information, if you haven't uploaded your 990s or your annual report or your audit or anything like that in years, your GuideStar profile is going to look like a ghost town. Facebook will take note of that, and also your donors will take note of that. So it's not amateur hour here, people. Let's go to GuideStar, get your account, pay whatever. I mean, I don't actually think that it costs a lot of money. It might be free up to, this many downloads, but let's get on GuideStar, okay? There's no excuse to not be on it. And Facebook uses it, and Facebook looks at it, and kind of what Facebook says goes. So go to GuideStar and update your information. Make sure that it looks nice. Make sure that it's up to date, because you never know. You just never know what they're going to be saying about you. Okay, so quickly, let's just review what we talked about today in case you're joining us a little bit late. We talked about the 4 different ways, the 4 main ways that you can use Facebook to raise money. Number 1 is to connect your donation page from your website to Facebook, and that's via a donate button on your cover photo or a donate button in your ads, if you're paying for ads. The number 2 way you can do it is to connect your organization and register to raise money within Facebook. So when people click on that donate button on your page or on your posts or on your Facebook Lives, then they donate directly within Facebook. They don't leave Facebook. So important. Not a lot of steps there, not a lot of hoops to jump through. You want to eliminate as many hoops to jump through as you possibly can. Number 3, Facebook fundraisers, which are those little mini campaigns that people on their personal profiles can run on your behalf for your organization. So you are going to have to enlist people, and we can talk a little bit more about, actually I could do another whole mini training about how to get people to create those kind of peer-to-peer fundraisers for you, because people need a lot of help, and they often need a lot of hand-holding. They're probably going to need images or maybe a video from you. They're going to need some statistics. They're going to need information from you, and the more information you can provide them in the easiest way possible, the better. You'll have way more luck getting people to fundraise for you. And then, let me see, number 4 is one-time, one-off fundraising asks in your personal status updates. If you have board members or volunteers or people that want to raise money for you really quickly, they don't want to set up a whole Facebook fundraising campaign, they're intimidated by that, they can just type the word donate or tag your nonprofit or type the word charity into their status update. Facebook will prompt them, do you want to add a donate button? And it will walk them through the entire process, start to finish. It's really, really easy. I'm surprised that I haven't done it yet. I've just kind of been intimidated, sort of like, what's my first ask going to be? And I'm a perfectionist, so I want it to be perfect. I want it to look right. I also want to promote it on other channels. I want to do a whole big thing. So I get intimidated by myself, where I just want everything to be completely perfect. So I have not actually done it yet. And you know, that's something that I'm going to need to experiment with this summer. The other important thing to know is that there are fees involved. Usually around 3%, 5%, depending if you have Network for Good or not. That's another service that Facebook goes through, or if you're just going through Facebook, or if you're going to your website. It really depends on your payment processor and your online gift processor. But the fees are pretty standard, 3% to 5%. Oh, another question that I get all the time is, how much information about my donors do I get? So if you are doing the fundraising through Facebook option, where people don't leave Facebook when they make their donation, it's important to know you might not see that user's information. They have to click a box that says, send the nonprofit my information. And if they don't click that box, then they're going to be anonymous. That's something else you might want to take into account when you're deciding, should I raise money within Facebook? Should I send them to my donate page? What should I do? Clearly, you have a lot more control over the process if you send people to your own donate page, but there's that added drawback that we talked about, where there's a lot of steps and hoops and obstacles, and we want to make sure we're knocking those down when people are inspired to give. So, important to note that Facebook is not under any obligation to give you any information about these people. It is up to them when they donate through Facebook. It's completely up to them, and they have to check a box that says, you know, I'm okay, send my information to the charity. So that's very important to know. And if they do, then you'll get all the information that they've given Facebook, you know, at least an email and a name, at the very least, maybe some more information. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, plug for my book, which is backwards in this video. I do have a freebie checklist for you this week. I'll put it in the caption. It's bit.ly/FB Essentials, and it's the Facebook Live Essentials checklist for nonprofits. If you're thinking about using Facebook Live in any capacity for your organization, I created a one-page checklist, everything you need to do pre, live, and post. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'm really excited for 4th of July weekend. I hope you have some great plans, and make sure that you leave your thoughts and any questions that you have in the comments. All right, take care. Have a great and safe weekend, everyone.